Okay, now what is the question that we are going to discuss today is how can I differentiate a group of cations? How can I identify each of the cation from the group of the solutions given? That means I have given five cations Pb2 plus Ca2 plus Ba2 plus mercurous Hg22 plus and Ag plus. So these five cations are given. How can I identify all the five cations individually? That's the question. Is I guess the question is clear to you all. Now if there is a one particular region, if there's a one particular region that all the five cations can be identified, that will be somewhat easy method, right? So we have a one solution that we can add to all these five and identify, right? The question is, now I don't know what is the cation that present in the A. I don't know what is the cation present in the B, C, D and E. So I will add, how can I differentiate each of these cation from these separate test tubes, because the solution present in the test tube is unknown, right? So how can I identify these cations present? So we have to add potassium chromate. Potassium chromate is yellow color, right? The potassium chromate solution, that is potassium chromate aqueous potassium chromate solution is yellow color. We will add potassium chromate to solution A, which is unknown. So if it gives bright yellow precipitation, that means it contains which ion? Pb2 plus ion. Means actually, that what is the ion present here? Pb2 plus. So there were Pb2 plus aqueous, right, and aqueous chromate ions comes here. So what appears as the precipitate there, that is PbCrO4 is the precipitate which makes the bright yellow precipitate, right? So we identify one cation, that is Pb2 plus is recognized, right? So how can I identify the next one? That is, to the solution which is unknown, to the unknown solution I add potassium chromate. If it gives dark yellow precipitate, that means it contains which ion? Ba2 plus ion, right? So that means if this one gives a dark yellow precipitate, this should contains Ba2 plus ion. Ba2 plus is there in the solution. Chromate comes with the chromate, it makes BaCrO4. That is the precipitate. So we identify another one, Ba2 plus. Now we go to the next one, that is we add potassium chromate to another one, that C test tube. To the tube C, if we add potassium chromate, it gives a brown orange precipitate, right? If it gives a brown orange precipitate, it should be Hg2 2 plus ions, Hg2 2 plus ion, and then the precipitate is Hg2 CrO4, Hg2CrO4. And the next one, for the next tube I will add potassium chromate. So it gives a red precipitate, that is because it contains which ion? That is because it contains Hg plus ion. What is that red precipitate formed? Is, right, Ag2CrO4, right? The next one, so I identify Hg2 plus and Ag plus now, right? And the next one, when I add potassium chromate, if there's no any precipitation produced, that should be what? Ca 2 plus ion, because calcium ion makes calcium chromate, which is soluble in water. So now look at here, we have only one solution, one aqueous solution, one reagent is used to identify all the 5 cations like that, right? So I guess that kind of questions have to be practiced because they are very famous in the inorganic chemistry part.